What are you doing? Hello, hello. Welcome back to our channel. Today I want to take you through a little bit of a day in the life. It already is noon, so almost nap time for the littlest baby. We already went to the farmer's market today. There was a little barbecue at our local Hy-Vee, at our local grocery store, Hy-Vee, and man, we love that place, and they do so many good things for the community. They're giving out 7,000 free meals today. It is very, very cool that we have a neighborhood Hy-Vee that really cares that much, a neighborhood grocery store in general that actually cares about the community and its people. So we went and hit that up because we know literally everyone. We go to that store at least 3 times a week. We go to the grocery store a lot because fresh fruits, vegetables, you know, they don't last long. But anyway, today in this vlog, I wanted to, of course, just go through the day in a life at 27 weeks pregnant, but then also I wanted to talk about something that I've been thinking about for a while, but I don't know, it throws a little fear to put things out online that are more controversial, but it's my thoughts on mom culture, and specifically mom culture online. And I think there's a lot of good things out there, good educational resources, good support, but I also think there's a lot of things out there that scare moms into thinking that when they become a mom, they totally will lose themselves. They're not going to have any free time, and it almost is like counterproductive as to what it could be, which could be something very helpful that says, hey, this is what could happen, but it's not going to happen to you. I know people have struggles when they first become a mom, but not everyone does. You're cute. So I want to go through my thoughts on this and how I personally overcame kind of the pressures of having to be a mom and be perfect. And a lot of it came down to just taking a lot of advice as advice and for what someone's specific family does as compared to advice that everyone's family should do. When I go into this, what I really mean is there are so many things that we are supposed to do as a mom that we are told online. And we are always told, hey, you need to eat healthy. You need wooden toys. You need to make sure that your kids can read by the time they go to kindergarten. You need to make sure that they're talking by the time they're 3 years old. And that's a lot of pressures that I know create depression, anxiety, and these terrible feelings inside of moms. And I am a person that it's all about mind over matter. That is just how I've always lived my life. And it's really, if you get to decide how you feel, and there are so many ways that we can overcome these feelings without medication. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with medication if you need to do that. I would say there are many other ways to try to switch your thinking without having to resort to medication, at least right off the bat. I think there are many natural ways and almost like mind tricks you can do to yourself to feel better, get going on things, and just make yourself get out of these slumps that you're in. So that's where we're gonna start. And yeah, I'll just take you through the day and we'll go over a couple things there. Going outside while Richie takes a nap?
Yeah.
Bug catching?
2, 3, 4, 5. The Bible you need.
5 little things in there. I think some of them might already be outside because we did it this morning.
The baby.
Oh my gosh, I put your shoes on the wrong feet. Okay, I'll try to find a leaf bug for you, okay? As Richie's finishing his nap up, Robbie just woke up, and James been wanting to catch bugs. So I got 1 minute before I gotta go catch bugs, and he'll get mad at me. Because that's what he does. James. He's already been very patient. So, the first thing that I really wanted to highlight about motherhood is everyone always is talking about all the hard. And yeah, of course, we all knew parenting was hard. We didn't get into it because it was easy. 1 second, I gotta open the garage. We did it because either you wanted kids, maybe you accidentally had kids, maybe you didn't even really want kids and it just kind of happened. But you went through with it. You made it a commitment of yours that you were going to have children, and it just happened. And obviously, going into motherhood, we knew it was gonna be hard. And we can't complain about things that we already knew to expect. I've been reading David Goggins' Can't Hurt Me, great book. I mean, it's honestly how I already feel about life, and it kind of just reflects a lot of the things that I think we need to get through as Americans. We are soft as Americans. We are given everything. We are very, very, very spoiled people, and I see that even more so reading his words and his upbringing and what he has went through. And I see like, yeah, you know, there's so much that we can conquer easily if we can just get our mindset right, that we tend to not do, because it's a lot easier to do the default, which is just go into your phone and, you know, just melt away your thoughts and your worries and just pretend like they're not there and just say, oh, this is just normal, this is something that has to happen. Guys, that is not how life is. We have control over ourselves. We are smart, educated humans. If you're an able-bodied, able-mind person, you have control over your feelings and your thoughts, and you should be able to get out of the bad places that you're in. One thing I knew when I was having James, my first, who was not exactly planned, I knew it was going to be hard to keep up work, exercise, and also raise a baby, you know, and give them unconditional love from the second that they leave into the world from your body. And it is a weird thing to think about, but once it happens, there is a sort of like maternal instinct that does kick in. I know everyone says they don't get that, but if you really tune into it, you will get it. And I know moms have a lot of issues up front. You have postpartum issues that you're dealing with, just like the physical aspect of it. There's a little bit of mental, hormonal switches and things going on in your body. And nursing. I'm big on nursing. I try to nurse my kids as long as possible. And thank goodness I've been able to nurse them up to 1 year so far. But it wasn't easy. But I just did it. 1 minute? Okay, give me one more minute. And I just did it because I knew that my babies needed it. And you get through the troubles. I'm not going to put any shame on people that go to doing formula, but I do think that there are a lot of options to breastfeed, and people sometimes give up too soon. I'm going to say it. It's a controversial thing, but I do think there's giving up, and if you really are dedicated to it, you can do it as long as you want. I totally, fully believe that if you really are committed, you can do it at least that first 6, 7, 8 months when your body knows it's supposed to be feeding the baby. I know you can do it. I never stressed about it, and I think that actually helped it be easier, is because I wasn't stressing. I wasn't caring about how much my milk supply was. It just was there. I know that's not a popular opinion because a lot of people have trouble with it. Have to do what we got to do. As long as your baby's fed, that's all that matters. But if it's something that really bothers you, mind over matter. Get through it. If you really want to be that person feeding your baby, there's a way that you can figure out to make it happen. I know there is, because we are powerful beings as women. We can make things happen. The other thing I want to bring up is exercise. A lot of women say it's very hard to get in shape after you have a baby. Yeah, of course. It's hard to get in shape whether you've had a baby or not. What does it come out to? What actually matters in your life? Do you care about getting in shape? Were you in shape before? Did you exercise before? A lot of women who exercise before, it is easier to do it because you're already in that routine. Everything is hard. Everything takes planning. Everything takes us making sure that we work it into our day. I would say it's not any harder to work out with kids than it is without. I know it's an unpopular opinion, but the people who worked out before having kids are usually the ones that still are working out when they have kids, because it's a part of their life and it's what they care about. I highly care about it. I've always cared about exercise. It's good for my mental and physical health. So I continue doing it. And that is something, guys, where I want to make sure, if that's you and you have these excuses, think about it. Are there really excuses that you should be making? Do you spend, more than an hour a day on your phone? Do you spend more than an hour a day watching TV? You spend more than an hour a day on your computer doing useless stuff? That's that hour you should be exercising, because it's not like you have to go out and do a hour run like I do in the morning. No, you don't have to go to the gym for an hour. Just do some sort of exercise, whether it's a walk, you can take your kids out with you, a run, you can take your kids out with you, which is the easiest thing in my mind. I mean, it's just no-brainer there. Or is it an at-home workout where your kid's napping or they're asleep and you do it at night? If you care about it, you will work it into your schedule.
I have a net. You have what, 30 feet?
And now we got all 3 boys up and a very messy mudroom to clean. One thing I learned to not stress about as much as I used to before having kids is how clean my house is. That is one of those mental barriers that when I got past it, I did become stronger, because, hey, who am I trying to impress? I don't care if people see my house and it's not clean. Really not a big deal to me. Am I having a good day with or without a clean house? I used to not. Now I do, because what does it matter? I don't try to impress people. My point in life is to raise my kids, create a really, really, really good future for us and present as well, and to serve as many people as possible. I mean, I truly do believe in giving back to people, and I think that the more you give, the more you get. That is a full circle equation. So my day is better served if I'm caring less about what my house looks like and more about, are my kids taken care of? Are the other people around me taken care of, and are we having a good day? The kids and I just got back from a super long walk. That is one way that I stay mentally sane as a mom, is we go on long walks a lot. Like, we will walk the neighborhood for 2 hours, and that's good for me, but then for them, because they're learning that, hey, it's very normal to go on walks and stay active. Health is a choice. 100% it is a choice. I would say, you know, there are people who have, I get chronic illness out of your control. At least, you know, at points it's out of your control. And I understand that that makes you maybe not be able to do all of the things that you once could do. But if you're an average, normal person, health is definitely a choice. Again, it's mind over matter. I know I probably have said it way too many times in this video alone, but mind over matter. If you can conquer your mind and those barriers that you're putting in your mind, then you can really become successful in whatever you want. Whether that is better health, better, you know, motherhood journey, better career, whatever it is. Use that mind. The power of overcoming all the issues that you yourself put on yourself is huge. It's huge. So it's been a couple days since the last things that I shot, mainly because it's been a whirlwind. The Hurricane Milton hit, and I was supposed to be in Orlando for a trip, and I planned on finishing this like the day before. Then that got canceled, so I had to rearrange this business trip and also just take care of life. So didn't have to get the camera out for a second there. I had to rearrange some Halloween activities with the kids because I had a lot planned, and now I gotta go the week before Halloween and do this event in Dallas. So that'll be fun, but it was just like, okay, everything all at once. But those are just the things that come your way. You just gotta go and roll with the punches, because if you don't, you can let it consume you, and then you are never gonna be a happy person. So going and rolling with the punches is what I try to do every day. I truly am a person that believes that you create your own happiness, you create your own mood. You know, you can wake up in a very shitty mood, but if you can get yourself out of it just by thinking positively, you are going to get so much further in life than people just let the dark clouds ruin their day. So that's where my mind is right now, because that's what I'm thinking about, is just how do I not make myself go crazy by overthinking. You know, it happens. We all overthink at times. And that's one thing where it's hard to let yourself get out of those bad moods. But if you just think about, this is not helping me with my goals, what I want in life, it just makes it so much easier to be like, okay, what am I doing right now? I really need to change this. Well, I know that this vlog already has went long, so I'm gonna end it up here. My next video is gonna be about my plan postpartum of what I am going to do for fitness, because I brought this up in my last video. I am very dedicated to losing all of the weight that I gained during pregnancy and basically being back in pretty good shape. Obviously, I know my composition won't be the same, but in pretty damn good shape by my time I'm turning 30, which will be March 10th. This baby is due January 2nd. So I'm gonna give myself 2 months to lose all of the baby weight. I'll do some shorts on this while I'm working out and trying to figure out this whole thing called life, right? And how I'm gonna do this. But a lot of it will come down to diet, and then just continuing exercise. That exercise has never really been the issue for me. It almost always is diet, because I love to exercise. So it really just makes it easy. But diet, I mean, especially when you're nursing and after you had a baby and you're tired, that can get a little difficult. So it'll be an interesting ride, and I'm glad you're gonna be on it with me, guys. So if you like this video, make sure you give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.